Hello. Hi. My name is Sarah. A lot of you might know me as Sarah Shrinks _83 on Instagram. I just wanted to make my first actual real video. If you don't know who I am and you've stumbled across this video, then welcome, and I'm glad you're here. I just kind of wanted to give people some background. I am 35 years old. I live in Texas. I've been pretty much overweight my entire life. The last time I remember being skinny was right before puberty hit, around 12, 13 for me. And then I started developing, and then I didn't ever have a real control over like my eating or anything like that. So I just kind of ate what I wanted and would eat a lot of second helping of things. I wasn't ever like a huge sweets person. Like I didn't like, cookies, cakes and stuff. I mean, I had them, but it wasn't something I had to have all the time. But if there was second helpings to have of, mashed potatoes or, pasta, anything like that, like I would have at least enough food for at least 2 grown men, probably. And I ate like that a lot. I mean, majority of the time. I probably was over 200 pounds in high school. I don't know, because I didn't really ever weigh myself. I just remember being bigger than the desks that were available in high school. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm trying not to make the video too long. So I'll try to kind of get to a point. I just wanted to come up on here and talk about why I decided to work on my weight. Like I said, I've been always kind of overweight. I'm getting older. I'm 35. I am single, have no kids, and I want to experience life. And for a while, in 2017, I was battling a lot with depression and feeling uncomfortable in my own skin and not feeling like I fit in anywhere and things like that. And I graduated college in 2015. I was a lot older than most people that would graduate college. I went back to college late in life. And I 2017 was really hard for me. So I lost some, a friend of a friend died. My best friend's father died in 2017, and also when I went to school for social work. When I went to school for social work, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to make a huge change in the world. I'm going to, help all these people. And I found a job in foster care, and I worked in a foster care agency for about 16 months or so. I was with that company. So about a year and a half. And it was just really, really overwhelming. Like, it took a toll on me. There's always more work than there was time to do it, and it was just really frustrating. And I was like, okay, well, this is what I went to school for. This is what I have a degree in. I have my bachelor's in social work, and what else am I going to do with that, right? Well, I just got so frustrated with it, and I ended up leaving that job. And I really enjoyed my boss. She was awesome. She was a great boss. The owner of the company wasn't so great. But anyway, then 2017, fast forward 2017, after college, after having my first job, I, left that job. I really needed another one. And my previous boss had moved to a different foster agency. And she began talking to me about some availability that they had. And I said, okay, well, let me work there. Let me try to work there and see if that's better, see if it's a better environment. And I went there and I worked there. I started working there in April of 2017. I honestly was more overwhelmed in this position than I was in my last position. Also, it took a toll on me to be almost 400 pounds. I was 390-ish pounds. I don't know exactly, but I know that I was pushing 400 pounds. It was physically demanding on me to go to the foster parents' homes and to, just all the running around I had to do, all the physical things that you wouldn't think you had with a desk job. But it was just very stressful, overwhelmed, and I was very depressed. I wasn't happy in what I was doing. I didn't feel like I was making a difference. I felt like everything was just paperwork, and I just felt stuck. And I had to have a job, had to have money, kind of a thing. December of 2017, they fired me from the job because I was not keeping up with my paperwork. And honestly, that was the best thing that actually ever happened to me. I remember talking to my boss at the time, and she, knew me like on a friendship level. Like, she and I are like actually like acquaintance friends now. We still talk every now and then, and she's also very, very supportive of everything that I do. But I talked to her one day before I got fired, and I told her, I said, I'm really depressed. Like, I really can't function like this. I mean, I was eating all the time. Like, I would eat out every meal. I was eating like 4,000 calories at least a day. But then I got fired from the job, and of course that's hard to be fired when you don't have any money saved up and you have bills. And so I was on an employment and was looking for a job. And I had previously worked as a nanny. Before I went to college, I was a nanny. So I thought about, applying to be a nanny. I've applied at many places, and I applied with an agency. And, that was like December, like probably, I got fired late December 2017. So probably January 2018, I was, searching for a job. And, I was like, okay, well, I went on a few interviews as a nanny. I actually interviewed with the family that I work for now. But I didn't hear back from them. And then I heard that they were kind of talking to someone else about possibly being their nanny as well. So I kind of got disappointed. So I kept on looking. And I was actually talking to another family that lived in New Jersey. And I almost moved to New Jersey. However, the family that I work for now contacted the agency and was like, okay, we would like, to have her come over and watch the baby for a little bit and see like how it works. And so I did that. And I got that position and was confirmed to start for them in April of 2018. So April 2018, I started my new job. But I also that day, April 2nd is the day that I started, is the day that I just decided I am going to work on myself. I am going to work on making myself happy and putting myself first for the first time in probably my entire life. I know that sounds really selfish, but at the same time, I've always been told, like, you can't pour into an empty cup. You have to love yourself before someone else will love you. Those little cliche things, but honestly, it's really, really true. And I don't think it's because necessarily that whole you don't love yourself, someone else can't love you. That's not really it. It's just, it's hard to love someone when they don't feel that. It's hard to love someone else when you feel like they don't even love themselves. Like I've tried to love people that have, emotional blocks up and where they don't want to allow someone to love them because they don't feel highly of themselves. And it's really, really hard. It really is. So I decided that no matter what, I was going to put myself first and my health first and to just make a choice. And I was just this evening talking to one of my best friends, and we were talking about the fact that, everyone always asks, like, well, how did you do it? Like, how did you just, how did you start? How did you get going with this journey? And honestly, I just made a choice and I stuck to that choice. I didn't You know, there's times, yes, I out ate things I probably shouldn't, or I ate more calories than what my fitness pal told me I was supposed to eat for that day or whatever. But I knew that I was going to get up the next day and do what I was supposed to do. So I was doing it at least 90% most of the time. And I feel like as long as you're doing that, you're going to have some kind of thing to show for it. I mean, I don't think anything's ever 100%, but giving it a try, doing it your best is all that you can do. And there was times when I was looking in the mirror and I was like, I don't see any changes, but I had lost 50 pounds. And I'm like, the number on the scale is different. I'm not seeing a difference, but my friends and family are saying they see a difference. But, you know, it's hard to see that when you are really extremely obese. So anyway, again, this video is getting too long, and I really just wanted to get on here and just tell people that it is about a choice, a decision. You say, I'm doing this regardless, and you make a point. And it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be this outlandish thing. You just do it. You just do it. And you make it happen for yourself. You don't do it for anyone else. You don't do it for the revenge body, because that does not exist. Because your body is going to be different after having weight on it. So the revenge body does not exist. Anyway, another thing that I thought about when I wanted to start this journey is the unselfish part of it was I really want to have children someday. And I might end up just adopting them. Who knows? Because I don't know when that's going to happen. However, I want to physically, biologically have children. And if I am 300, almost 400 pounds, I know that I would not have a healthy pregnancy. I could possibly get hurt or die, or the baby would not be healthy. And I don't want that. Like, I want a healthy pregnancy. I want to be able to be a mother. I want to enjoy my children and play with them, and do the things that I'm starting to be able to do as a nanny that I used to not be able to do as a nanny, which is, chase her around and play with her and, take her to the park and do all the things with her that I was not able to do with other children that I was a nanny for. I was good to them and I took them places and did things with them, but climbing up on the equipment and taking them places and that kind of thing, going on walks with them, is something I didn't do because I just felt like I couldn't. Anyway, again, this video is getting really long and I don't even know if I'm going to upload it, but I probably will, because I really want to be real and raw with you guys. I know this is probably a shitty video. I don't even know if you can cuss on these things. However, it's real. It's what it is. And I know that going forward, it's going to continue to be difficult. It's going to be continuing to be a choice. So if you're struggling with trying to decide if you should do this or not, like, regardless if you're going to have loose skin, regardless if people are going to think you're being different or stuck up or selfish or anything like that, do it for yourself, and regardless of what will happen, it's going to make you healthier. Even if you lost 10 pounds, it would still make you healthier. So do it for no other reason than you need to, and because you're worth it, and you can make the choice. All it is a choice. You can choose not to. You can choose to be a slave to the desire of, I want chips, or I want this, or I want that. Or you can do it for yourself and make a choice and know that eating better is going to make you feel better. So anyway, again, this video is too long. I'm so sorry for that, but that's a little bit of my background. I didn't touch on some of the other things that I dealt with as like a youth. Excuse me, I just popped my knuckles. Sorry. But yeah, I might expand on some of the depression and things I went through as a teenager and as a young adult and that kind of thing later. But it's my first video. give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want more information on how Sarah shrinks.